Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my video. Just want to talk a little bit about the P0600 code. Essentially, the P0600 code is a OBD2 diagnostic trouble code that pretty much tells you that there is a malfunction in the communication link in the ECU. This code could be seen with a bunch of other codes in addition to ABS and traction control system codes. What that P0600 code means is that the ECU has lost connection with one of the many sensors more than once. When this code is set, the ECU essentially triggers the check engine light to be displayed on the dashboard and a fail-safe mode enacted, which is limp mode. The fail-safe mode, the limp mode, is to prevent further damage and protect your car. A truck. Fail-safe mode will remain, the car will remain in that mode until the normal operation is detected on or the vehicle is repaired. So what causes the P0600 code? Failing ECM or ECU has failed, or you guys could have a low battery voltage issue, or maybe the ECU wiring harness is open, short, or poor electrical connections. So here are pretty much the symptoms of a P0600 code. The check engine light will appear on your dash. The ABS and traction control system lights might also appear on the dash. The car truck runs poorly, has trouble staying running, engine might not start, transmission might not shift properly. So how do you normally would you normally diagnose this P0600 code? The first step for anybody to try to diagnose this code is pretty much to use the scan tool, OBD2 scan tool, to check for any codes, including any history of pinning codes. Also, you guys can also check for freeze frame data for every code, which will be checked to see what conditions the car was under when the code was triggered. All the codes will be cleared and a test drive performed to duplicate the symptoms. Next, you guys are going to want to visually inspect. You guys are going to look for damaged, worn, or loose components or wires or sensors, battery voltage. You guys should also check the battery voltage to make sure that it is within specifications, and also use a multimeter to check for proper continuity of the power and ground circuits of the ECU, and you might want to check to see whether the ECU needs to be reflashed, or whether the ground cable on the ECU is secure. A lot of times that ground cable to the ECU is one of the main issues. So a lot of people make a lot of mistakes when diagnosing the P0600 code. The most common mistake is when the ECU when you think the ECU is faulty, but it's actually low battery voltage that's a real cause. And like I said before, that low battery voltage could be caused by a bad ground, a corroded ground. So you guys want to check that. A P0600 malfunction could cause intermittent and erratic symptoms that affect normal operation of your car. If severe symptoms are found, the vehicle shouldn't be driven until it has been repaired. With P0600, ABS system and traction system all these systems can become disabled, so driving in poor weather should be avoided if the ABS light and the traction control light are displayed on a dash, especially when the car is in limp mode, because you're not going to be able to drive the car over a certain mileage, or you're not going to be able to drive your car in limp mode over a certain mileage, which is probably like 25 miles per hour or something like that. And just you guys want to know that the ECU actually controls most of the car systems. And when you guys have an issue with this code, a lot of times it's actually the ECU PCM itself that's the problem. And I just want to tell you guys this: if you guys are looking for this issue where the ECU, where you guys do the diagnostic and you guys get like a whole bunch of codes, I'm gonna tell you guys like a real an easy fix for this. All right, and I'm not gonna say that this is a fix for every single P0600 issue, but a lot of times I've seen so many of different variety of cars, trucks, makes, etc., with this code, and you could do one of two things for the most part. All right, it could be the ECU itself. All right, maybe the ECU, the chipboard it has issues. Maybe it's one of the soldering points is broken. Maybe it needs an update, a reflash of the software. Maybe the plug, one of the plugs to the ECU is loose. All right, you want to check to see any kind of corrosion on plugs, etc. All right, a lot of times it could be the ECU itself. Also, you guys want to check the ground wire to the ECU. You guys want to make sure that it's grounded. You guys want to make sure that there's no corrosion on the ground. You guys want to make sure that it's not disconnected. On top of that, you guys can actually, if you guys want to actually run a second ground from the ECU itself. Like take off one of the bolts from the ECU itself and then ground it to a separate part of the frame of the car. And that could highly possibly solve your issue as far as that P0600 code is concerned. But hope this has helped you guys out as far as trying to troubleshoot your issues. Definitely leave a comment in the comment section of your own personal experiences. If you guys have any personal experiences with this, it might help somebody else out. Please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, all that good stuff. All right guys, take care.